Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the continuation of No More Heroes here on the Overanalyst channel. Just let me go ahead and make sure we're streaming to Discord too, in case anybody cares to drop by. Super late for most of my audience, I know. Really gotta correct my schedule, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. If you recall, last time around, we managed to climb the ranks by 3 spots, I believe, taking on Shinobu, Destroyman, and Holly Summers. And now Travis must steady himself to challenge the 5th ranked assassin in the UAA ladder. Oh, and of course, last time we also spent an ungodly amount of time running around collecting Lovikov balls and exploring the somewhat threadbare streets of Santa Destroy. You know how it goes. Tonight, we're going to start by doing our little, intermission routine once more, starting with our new suplex tape. I am curious as to whether or not these throws have any substantial difference. Hey, Eclipse, welcome to the stream. Good, early morning, I would imagine. Hope you're doing well, man. I am curious to know if there's any aesthetic difference, or any difference in these different throws beyond aesthetics. Because I believe, aside from the ones that end with the beam katana impaling an enemy, accepted, they all do more or less the same thing and the same amount of damage. So it's just for aesthetic variety. Quite a lot to pay for that, but hey. I'm doing well, Eclipse. Thanks for asking, man. I'm hanging in there. The semester hadn't broken me yet, 3 days in, but check back in a week or two and we'll see. Really quickly, I do want to explore this little area, because I don't think we've spent a lot of time or any time over here. Is there a Lovikov ball or something for us here? No. Okay. Now, if you remember, we have to run by Dr. Naomi's lab to drop off... Yeah. Hey, there we go. To drop off the military secret we collected from Holly's battalion. Which will, in turn, give us access to, I want to say, the next beam katana. And one of my favorites in terms of its utterly ridiculous design. Eclipse says, took another shot at mid-ear, learned a lot more of his moves. Still got my dairy ass handed to me, but it was a nice refresher course. Right on. And again, if you can handle mid-ear, I'm trying to think, with the challenge you're going for, if you can get mid-ear down, and it's just a ridiculous endurance match, the only other task left on your radar that should be more difficult is probably Sister Freda and Father Ariandel. Everything else should be easier. So we hand over the military secret, and we can't buy our new katana just yet, but believe me when I tell you, it's going to be very, very, very nice.
You otaku.
And Eclipse, as always, if you would like to know the strategy I used to get around Mid-Ear's defenses, because I believe, I could be wrong now, I believe there's only one way to circumvent his defenses entirely. There's only one thing in the entire game that does the job. I will be happy to share, should you need it. It does not make the fight easy, so don't worry, it just makes it manageable for a character, say, like mine. Okay, so nothing new from Naomi yet, which is fine. Hey, Starlight, welcome to the stream. I think this may be our first time seeing you, and if so, we are so glad to have you. Thanks for dropping by. Right now, we're just kind of gadding about doing our usual, intermission, chores, I suppose. Eclipse says, valid, Gale kept hitting me, but I think I was just rusty. Yeah, and if you exploit his weaknesses, he doesn't have as much health. I think, do we have enough Lovikov balls for a new technique? No, we turned them in before the last mission. Alright. And I have the Wolf Knight sword, which shreds him a good bit if I smack him in the head. Does about 470 a pop. That is pretty good, man. That's really good for that boss, actually.
I know. You want that, right?
And yeah, Frostbite does wonders against Gale. Starlight says, I like the very detailed content warning. Well, last night we took on Destroy Man stage, and with it, the, I think, like, 100-man melee mission. And we learned that about 2/3 of the enemies in this game will scream, "My spleen," as you know, cut them in half. So I just couldn't help myself, really. Clip says, super detailed content from the overanalyst. Wait, is that ironic? No, not at all. I quite like this wireframe neon grid shirt we picked out of the trash. That one's... As trash shirts go, that one is looking halfway decent. It even matches our jeans. Okay, that should give us a little bit more strength, I want to say. Yep, and now to increase our health. As we enjoy this terrible butt rock remix of the main theme. Again, the only thing that is worse in the port, to my mind, aside from the baseball battle submissions controls, would be the omission of Heavenly Star. Which, for the record, did not play in the gym, but would play literally everywhere else we went around town. Which is such a shame.
Wait for you.
The clip says you got me curious as to your mid-air strat, but I want to beat him first. That's totally fair. I will ask, is it a certain item or weapon that you used, or some other strat? It was nothing involving exploiting the game. It was, I used, the most non-specific term I can use to refer to it is like, I used a piece of equipment, or I used an equipable in order to, manage the fight. We have explored this back lot, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Okay. Let's see. Next up should be either a new survival mission or a new odd job. Let's see. We've done all the survival missions that are available, so it's going to be the odd job next. Let's go ahead and call Bishop in. Which, yeah, we don't get much commentary to this effect.
Travis!
But, Bishop, the owner of Beefhead Videos, the store that keeps calling Travis to get him to return his various lurid films, is also Travis's best friend. This will not come up at all until I want to say No More Heroes 2. And Starlet says, I'm sad Heavenly Star is gone, but honestly I was expecting it to be. Yeah, it's such a pity they ran out the licensing, because, for what it was very, very, very good, and terribly catchy. It was also, like, one of very few deviations from the game's hard rock soundtrack, or very few stylistic deviations, and I quite like that. And no, Clips, it was not, the spear fragment, I think? No, it wasn't. It wasn't like an item or anything like that you would equip in a quick slot.
Well, Krishna, I have not mastered the secret of the force cross yet.
Okay, what's our new job? Minesweeping. Okay, sure. We had so much fun with mines in the last chapter, I can only expect this to go very, very well. I'm expecting by the end of tonight's stream, we should be in rank 3 or 2? Believe me when I tell you, the actual content, like the assassin-based content for chapter, or rank 5, is extremely brief. It's the shortest in the entire game. Clip says, fair. I thought lightning would do it because he's a dragon, and maybe his physical defense was what was through the roof, but no, lightning was disappoint. Yeah, no, so the Wolf Knight sword is really good, but Meteor's elemental defenses are also exceptional. Starlight says, oh god, this one. Don't let your stick drift. Okay. I will do my best. It's been ages since I've played this on the Wii, so I've forgotten most everything except the boss fights and stages. Really, you play No More Heroes for the weird settings and characters. Remove the mines buried in the beach. Listen to your metal detector to locate them. Starlight says, if you're using Joy-Cons. Okay, so I'm using a Pro Controller. I think we might be okay then. So we wait for the vibrations and then stab through the sand. This is an odd job, right? This is something you would just pay someone off the street to do. Alright, thanks for the heads up, Starlight. Whoa. There we go. Clip says it's not bleed or frostbite again, is it? No, no it is not. Whoa! Oh, shoot. We were right on the other side of it. Oh, it did technically count as a disarmament, though. We are so good at disarming mines, you guys, you got no idea. Wait, no, it's over here. The clip says stabbing mines with a sword, great idea. Travis is full of great ideas. This is what happens when the National Guard starts running live fire exercises on a public beach. Which, for those of you who didn't join us last night, is actually the story of the last chapter. So there's a reason all these mines are here. No. There we are. Whoa. Almost saw one. There we go. Very good. We're not earning a ridiculous amount of money from this, but I think we're gonna do okay. Good. Even by the standards of this game, this is a very strange odd job, I have to say. Come on. There we go. One more. Oh, two of them right on top of each other. Alright, not gonna complain. The clip says, yeah, just disarm it with your face instead. And I feel like you could just lob a grenade and set them all off that way. A ton of them, sure, although the boss who used the mines also brought a big old dross of grenades and missiles to the beach and didn't make a dent, even. Starlight says, yeah, if your stick drifted, you probably would have kept moving into the mine and you know what happens next. Yeah, it looks like we still get credit and pay for the mine, but since Travis is knocked off of his feet, we lose time. So that honestly could have been a lot worse. Speaking of a lot worse, let's check out the assassination missions and hope one of them isn't that stupid baseball game that doesn't seem to work on Switch for some reason. It was very easy on the Wii. Tiger Hall. Kill as many as you can within the time limit. Okay, yeah, sure. We can do that. So this is probably going to be a throwdown with Holly's soldiers. Which also means we should expect lots and lots of firearms. Thankfully, the beach is not terribly far from, well, anything. Oh, Eclipse, if you're in the mood for explosions, you ought to stick around until number 3. Goodness gracious. Or, technically, this next one, but it's nowhere near as impressive. Okay, back to the beach, where we're going to be spending a lot of time today, probably. I also saw we unlocked a new survival gauntlet, which we'll have to take on after these assassination missions.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, we've got a fair few friends here. A lot of them are armed only with the laser weapons. That's not bad.
Hey, he's over here.
Here's one of our gunmen. Come on now. Oh, for Christ's sakes, dude. Okay. Yeah, firearm-wielding enemies in this game can be a major pain. Plus, due to their damage potential, or the fact that they constantly run away from them. Very good. And we're getting 3K a pop, so this should actually get us a good chunk of damage. Good. Okay, we got one. Thank you, God. Alright, Eclipse, I got you, man. We will see plenty of explosions tonight. Rest assured. Oh God, more than just going to claw their way out of sand. That would explain why they're fighting us at the beach. Oh, for Christ's sake. Come on. We're going to be able to clear them all out? Probably not, but we're doing alright for ourselves, we really are. Let's charge up really quickly.
He's over here.
Go! Go! We're not gonna get them all, but we're going to get quite close. That's the first time we've not cleared them all in the course of a given side mission. That's okay though, because the next assassin, or after the next assassin, we'll get access to Dr. Naomi's new toy, which should more than make up for any deficit in power we have relative to the enemies and the time limit. Eclipse says that's a lot of money. Oh yeah, that's... This game uses some pretty hefty numbers to calculate its costs. Like the little videotape we bought a minute ago cost something like 14K or something like that. It's one of those. Just entering the next dungeon, I suppose, costs 350K, I want to say. So even though we've got a nice big old chunk of change in the bank, we're going to start going through it pretty quickly. Alright, let's see what the last mission is.
Hello, Travis.
Ah, Pizza Butt once more. We have to go for the CEO one last time in exchange for 75K, which is pretty healthy given we're just going to have to rush for a VIP and cut him down as quickly as possible. We can handle that. I assume we're going to be back in the fun time, parking garage. The world's deadliest parking garage. Okay, so actually boosting with this thing does feel pretty good, as does having the speedometer start, bursting off of the screen. That is quite nice, I'll say. Oh, damn it. Eclipse says, this is like the Fallout universe. Inflation got so bad before the big kaboom, I think one beer was like $50 or more. Yeah, kind of. Although, this town, this little Californian town, apparently operates as its own, like, pseudo-sovereign city-state, because it issues its own currency, LB dollars. No idea why or how, but it has its own currency. Oh my goodness, they've all got beam katanas. Well, this might be a little tricky.
3, 2, 1.
Tricky to do within the time limit, of course.
I'll mess you up.
Oh wait, no, they're still not super strong. Whoa, perfect. Observe. And once more. Oh god, no. My charge. Oh lord. Whoa. And they're all using special moves almost exclusively.
Are you messing with me?
No, I'm not messing with you. Go away. Can't even lock onto the target properly. Well, geez, no wonder we failed. That was absurd. I do not remember that mission being quite so hectic. Ah, we do get to retry, however, which is quite nice. Eclipse says, that feels like the game just had a meltdown. It did! Okay, so this time, screw the metal, we get the same payout no matter what. Let's try fighting our way to the CEO legitimately. I don't think this sword can do what I need it to. Just stop spamming the goddamn specials, guys. There we go. At least the individual bodyguards don't have that much power. And the target, as usual, will run from us, or stay near the back. Fucking hell. Oh, he was down. If we'd have landed one more hit, we would have got it. But it's okay. It's okay. Third try, I think I know what to do. We're going to have to pull just enough of them to get him in the fray, and then hope to cut him down with a finisher on another enemy. Again, once we get the next beam katana, this will be piss easy, but we don't have it in pocket yet. So, the next beam katana is specifically designed to just chew through encounters like this.
3, 2, 1.
Are you prepared?
Are you messing with me?
Here they come. The problem is, we kind of can't is normal when you're being attacked by 30 different people at once. There we go, got it. We cheesed it, but we got it. And let's not forget, between all those attempts, we got a fair amount of cash from the guards, too. Silver? I'll take it. I will take it. We'll come back and get golds on these. Thank you, Eclipse. Appreciate it, man. We'll come back and get golds on these a bit down the line. Now, where's that new survival mission? Is there a new survival mission? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Which is fine by me, for now. As I think that means we're ready for the next boss.
Travis! Hey, it's a bad day.
Thank you, Bishop. And now to the ATM. Oh! To deposit an ungodly amount of money in order to challenge the next assassin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Was that a Lovikov ball we just passed? Hold up. Beep, 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 beep. Thought I saw a Lovikov ball's distinctive aura. Well, hold on, we've got trash.
Yep.
Got some trash cash, always good thing to have. Not a lot, but given how many of these dumpsters we've cracked at this point, they really add up. Okay. Fortunately, we're fast enough, we can just run on over there. Trust me when I tell you, if we do not have as much money as it looks like at the moment. The game does something a little tricksy to us here. So we deposit all that, and it was again 350k, yikes. And we can head home in order to get the details of our next ranking battle. And watch the video to learn the new suplex.
Travis?
Let me guess. You're out shopping.
Vacation! Fiesta, baby!
Shopping? Now a vacation.
Ooh! Ibiza's amazing! Almost as amazing as me! A hard-working girl never forgets the others, even on vacation!
Hey, I don't want to interrupt your fiesta. Who's next?
Our main characters continue to be charming and totally unproblematic in every way.
What? Huh?
Yo, what's the problem? Something wrong? Hello?
Huh? I'm getting a bad connection. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Great.
Shake it, baby! Oh, yeah!
These little vignettes serve no real purpose aside from letting us know that yes, we made it to the next ranking battle, and yes, we're not supposed to like either of our leads. We can access video 3 now, though, and learn a brand new move. The Hurricane Rana. Okay. That sounds pretty impressive. And now with that done, we are ready for our next boss. Eclipse says, oh, I think your bad connection has more to do with the insane noises of the club behind you. Oh no, yeah, she was on Ibiza, you know, the notorious party island. I would imagine so. Okay. Now, our next battle, even though we've been given no information about it whatsoever, can be accessed from the outskirts of the city. We're actually going to be heading into the kind of wasteland area where we did, or around where we did the lawn mowing side mission. Riveting. And as I said, this next one's something special. I can't say I particularly like it, but it does introduce a common theme for the back half of the game, and that is every single mission changing up the formula or doing something different.
What?
Like, from now until we fight number 1, I don't think there's a single mission that does exactly what it's advertised as doing, or follows the formula that the previous 5 established. To the letter, anyway. Whoa, 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 whoa. I really don't want it to be a t-shirt. And it is, of course.
Yes.
Alright, well, what do we got? Oh, that's not terrible. It's not going to top our wireframes, but it'll do. Now, yeah, we're heading out here. To some well and proper no man's land. Are there any Lovikov balls out here? I feel like there probably are. Or is this just straight up wide open space? Might just be wide open space, huh? I mean, okay. I know we can't expect any dumpsters or anything out here, but I thought, you know, since they're hiding those balls all over town, at least 1 or 2 of them would be out here. Cliff says, man, Travis runs so fast he kicks up a dust cloud. That's right, even on, like, metal or tile surfaces, he's amazing. So notice, there's these blood stains marking the trail all the way down there. And, there's some woman has just been killed here, near this, this hatch. And yep, through the hatch, we will encounter the domain, or enter the domain of Let's Shake, our next opponent. Okay, now we want to speedrun this as fast as we can. This entire stage is one long hallway, inhabited by Let's Shake's minions, who I think are just kind of like high-tech swordsmen and general warriors. Let's see. Oh no, they're running. Never mind. Okay. Eclipse says it's Gwendolyn's grandkid. Oh, if only. Oh, there's that jump slash. Hey now. We have to chase after the mysterious masked figure. And past some of Let's Shake's guards.
I'm gonna kill him.
They're basically TIE fighter pilots with laser swords, and I am A-okay with that.
Dead now. You messing with me?
Oh. Stop it! Stop juggling me, damn you. That's how we do it. Eclipse says the TIE fighter pilots all formed a union and demanded lightsabers. I mean, I would assume so. I honestly love the fact that in this otherwise completely maudlin stage, the handful of enemies they give you are just straight up Star Wars characters.
I'll mess you up.
It's almost like the director really had something in mind when you take this in conjunction with the fact that in the original release, they just straight up jacked the poster art from Episode 3. And I don't mean like they used it as the template for a fundamentally identical drawing. I mean, if I'm correct, in the original release of No More Heroes, they straight up, without licensing it, took promotional materials from Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, I think. Yes. And included them in the game as, like, decoration at various points. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to think. It was 6 that was originally to be titled Revenge of the Jedi. Damn it all. There we go. Damn, now we know how to deal with beam katana wielders. Just charge up our Ichimonji and knock them off their feet. Eclipse says, so, did Travis shoot first? Trust me, as we learn more about Travis, we will come to realize he always shoots first. And yeah, this is the entire stage. Come on. There we go. Almost there, I would think. Oh yeah, we can see the end of the tunnel now. The clip says, I have so many Star Wars memes up my sleeve. Oh yeah, this game will give you cause to use them.
Hey, get here! Get now!
Come on. These enemies, the elites with the sabers, tend to have exceptional guard.
You messing with me?
This is what I don't like, though. Oftentimes, after taking a single hit, they will just block all subsequent attacks, technically by dodging. Very technically by dodging. Eclipse says, Yoda, into exile I must go. Child support I must avoid. I do need to get around to watching The Mandalorian and actually getting some context for Baby Yoda at some point.
Dead now! I'll mess you up good. Are you messing with me?
Come on. You all, come on.
Dead now!
Actually, no, you know what? Screw it. We're just chasing this guy. Eclipse hitting us up with the memes in chat. Always appreciated. I think... Oh, thank you God, we're done. And you could see the TIE Fighter pilot Naruto running into an invisible wall back there.
Enter your next ranked match. The 5th rank awaits you if you win, and only eternal damnation awaits if you lose. How are you feeling? No irritable rashes? Hit the John lately? Taken care of the blackheads on your nose? Might I recommend a good hygiene set? When you're ready, step inside. Now, don't tense up too much on this one. You've been slacking off a bit. You must maintain a steady tempo. Oui, you know what I mean, right? I am so sorry to say this, but I am 1,800% positive that you will die here. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
Starlight says, speaking of shoot, Travis originally had a sidearm in one of the concept art drawings, apparently. Really? Was he meant to take the Drifter's sidearm from the prologue, along with the bike? And Eclipse says a sidearm would make sense for an assassin. It would. Funnily enough, though, most of the time, firearm-wielding enemies, or bosses in these games, tend to be really, really weak. Eclipse says, trust your force. Wait, not the Force? Have they commercialized the Force now? Goddamn, no wonder everything is so expensive. Yeah, and they had to drop a couple more Star Wars references, you know? Just couldn't resist. Oh, I think we missed a trading card down there. That's alright, though. We're good. And that's the 5th rank dungeon over and done with. We're ready to take on Let's Shake. Kind of. It's an interesting stage. Something so truncated and simple.
At last.
Starlight says, no, it looks nothing like the Drifter's pipes. Alright.
Oh yeah, I feel a good undulation. Your rumbling is excellent. I think I'm going to lose the bowel control.
You the 5th ranked guy?
Yeah!
It's a small
I've
pistol,
been
okay.
waiting for you.
You
Eclipse says,
certainly
wait,
sound
no,
like
that's
you're
why
up for a
Yoda
fight.
and Obi-Wan died. They couldn't afford their midi-chlorians
I'm ready
anymore.
whenever
They couldn't
you
afford the
are.
midi-chlorian
All
microtransactions.
right, then. Here I
Thankfully, the Republic was able to bail them out of their contract with EA and sign a new
Disaster
deal with
blaster,
Ubisoft, which
charging
is
ignition.
slightly better.
Activating main engine.
So Let's Shake's weapon here is Dr. Shake, a gigantic
Just a
earthquake generator.
Thermal protection on.
I actually really like their designs.
Anti-shock balancer open.
Calculation complete. Leak detection system normal. Target acquisition 98%.
Main panel open.
Cycle ratio 55%.
Activate cell.
That's right, Travis, just stand right there. Give him all the time he needs.
Cycle ratio 80%.
Activate Trinity distance.
This one's at peak power.
Scouting scope open.
That is straight up a Virtual Boy. My god.
10 seconds.
Cycle ratio
This game is chock full of references, as is the sequel.
cycle ratio 140%.
T-minus 5 seconds.
Maximum output. Critical point exceeded.
T-minus 3, 2, 1. Eat this!
And there's the fake out. So, here's what's different about this stage. We don't fight anyone. There is no boss, there is no grand denouement, it's just a showcase for this new character.
Is it not?
The individual we were
Son of a
chasing
bitch.
down,
Fucking snatcher!
chasing down
I
the
had
tunnel.
him.
Dance with me, Travis.
A katana. This is getting interesting. What do you go by?
Henry.
Henry?
Your instincts serve you well. I
don't know who you are or what you want, Sir Henry. Where are your manners? That was my kill, you naughty boy.
Shall we get this over with? And don't hate me if I play a tad dirty.
Fine by me.
After you.
And that's it, that's the stage. We get rank S's in both clear time and damage, which is quite nice, and offsets the immense amount of money we just threw down the tubes for nothing. See, this is what I dislike about this stage more than anything else. You get practically no opportunities to explore a stage and collect a great deal of cash from opponents or the boss or what have you, prior to being kicked right back out to Santa Destroy with an even higher toll to pay, and a dross of new upgrades and the like you have to pay for as well. So it's basically, with the exception of that tunnel full of TIE fighter pilots, two
Stop
intermissions
right there.
back to back.
The fight is over. Travis, you are now ranked 5th.
But we haven't even... We're just getting started.
Perhaps you've forgotten, these fights are...
And no, we don't fight
official.
Henry
If
either.
your opponent dies for whatever reason, according to the rules of conduct, it is your win.
That's fucked up. That's the stupidest rule I've ever heard. This guy's mine, and you just want me to let him go, bitch?
Rules are rules.
Again, our
You
leads
can't
are
have
such
what
lovely
you can't
people.
have.
Don't you just adore
Whatever.
them?
But this dude says he wants to fight, and ain't nobody gonna stop him. This ass clown right here is...
Who?
Hey! He's gone! Mr. Sir Henry motherfucker, he just jetted. What a pussy.
Sorry, save that aggression for your next match.
Who the hell was that guy?
So yeah, we get faked out, but at the very least, the next opponent is genuinely fantastic. We've got two, actually, really, really good chapters coming up back to back. So, the game's afforded one dud. We take down Let's Shake and Dr. Shake, and we take the 5th rank with little fanfare. Eclipse says, so he assassinates people with earthquakes. Well, I guess it's effective. Oh yeah, we, through other materials in the series, we do get to see how that thing actually works, and it's very impressive. And, it's anime rules, you can't attack when your opponent is charging. That is true. Lots of, characters, Travis included, call their attacks in this game, so the anime is strong here. Eclipse also says, I mean, they do make a living offing people dubiously. Pretty hard to be squeaky clean and nice characters. Oh, no. I'm right there with you. But the gist here is, from a developmental perspective, we are not supposed to like Travis, or at this point, Sylvia either.
Calling to let you know you're overdue one of our videos. It's titled, Air Force One, the First Lady Returns to the Mile High Club.
For instance, Travis is portrayed in a very mundanely unlikable manner. He's perverse and vulgar and kind of pathetic, without many redeeming character traits at all, just kind of a creature of pure vice, at this point. He's not like a legitimate badass. Or, yeah, that's right, Eclipse says characters you aren't supposed to like can be interesting. That's very true. And that's kind of what I find interesting about him. He's designed from the ground up to be unlikable in the way that a really creepy coworker or, like, classmate would be unlikable. He's not this over-the-top, magnificent bastard, badass villain. He's really quite pathetic. In this game, he, again, does undergo development and becomes a little bit more morally ambiguous as time goes on, but we're not going to see that until, I want to say either the tail end of this game or really midway through the next one. At least we've got enough money to afford the next ranking battle. We won't for long, though, as we have to go see our trainers. Or our suppliers, I suppose I should say, starting with our good buddy Bishop, who may have a new VHS for us.
Travis, you couldn't have come over at a better time, huh? You're not gonna believe your eyes.
Oh god, almost 30k for a new throw. That is a lot, but we've got the money for it, at least.
Come back
for
again.
now. We're not gonna have a surplus of cash for long, though, because I think Dr. Naomi should have our new katana ready for action. And if I'm right, it's one that's definitely going to give us a lot of fun for our investment. After this, I want to say there's only one more beam katana you can acquire in the game, but it's really, really good. Eclipse says, okay, piracy is bad, but if a single 20-second VHS is 30 grand, the old Army Hardee's is looking tempting. Amen. What do we have here? The Tsubaki Mark II. For 148K, this is a really special one. We're going to be using this, alright. No new upgrades, so we still got a decent-sized chunk of change. If the Tsubaki Mark II is the weapon I'm thinking of, we are about to have a whole hell of a lot of fun. It works very, very differently from the other weapons in the game, as it's not really a katana at all. I mean, the other swords, given the shape of their blade, aren't really katanas either, but I mean, this is even less so. This one is not even a sword, really. Let's head on over to the Thunder Ryu building and pick up some new upgrades. Eclipse says they're more akin to Ninjato. Yeah, the Tsubaki is. The Bloodberry is similar enough that I suppose you could say it is too. But it's got a slightly different shape. There is one legitimate beam katana in the game, and it's, I want to say, the last weapon. Oh, we can do dumbbell training once again. Extend our beam katana combo attacks. Yes, please. Just got a curl with this terrible form and constant rocking of the torso and movement of the lower body. Dear God, Travis, that is awful. It's amazing he's able to do anything at all physically, because his stance is abysmal. On all three of these exercises, mind you. Alright, back to the old bench press. Hard to believe after this we'll only have to do this, I want to say, 2 or 3 more times? And yeah, Eclipse says he looked like he was gonna fall over. Yeah, Travis's form is pretty terrible. Like, if you notice here with the bench press, he looks better than he does with either of the other exercises, but his feet are splayed out way too far to the side, his lower body is moving far more than it should, and his head and shoulders are leaving the bench, which generally isn't advised if you can help it. He is begging to pull something. But both of those pale in well, okay, maybe not the dumbbells. But the bench press pales in comparison to the squats. Dig it. Looks like his knees are going past the toes. Tips of the feet are not remotely parallel. He's rowing inexplicably. Well, you can do a rowing squat, I suppose. But he's not doing that properly either. He's bending forward. There's too much, like, flexion at the hips. This is awful. But it works somehow.
I wait for you.
Eclipse asks, is he squatting or trying to channel his inner frog? Oh man, that is not good form. Now, training will return in No More Heroes 2, and it's actually very, very hard in that game. At, like, higher levels especially. Eclipse says, Seth, get in here and teach this man. Amen! I just need to remember to start streaming at a time when she and the rest of, our, like, standard audience will actually be awake. Which reminds me, we are nearing the completion of Neo's main campaign over on her channel, and I want to say over the next few days, maybe Saturday or over the weekend, we should finish the main campaign, and then take a brief break before digging into Neo's DLC. The second and third of which are so difficult, even I haven't beaten them, so I'm excited to see how we can do. And Eclipse says, yeah, not everyone has my whacked up sleep schedule. Oh man, same. I hate it, and I'm trying to correct my sleep schedule, but especially with quarantine and night and day having very few appreciable differences, it's it is, not gonna lie, quite difficult to, like, really get a handle on. Really quick, before we jump into the part-time job, agency, I want to show off the Tsubaki Mark II in one of these challenge, missions. Not saying we're gonna win, I just want to show you what it can do. Observe. Yep, it's the almighty laser light fixture. This thing works like a giant kanabo, and while slower... Piss. I have to familiarize myself with its combos. While a bit slower, it will absolutely wreck house. It does not, I want to say it doesn't stun enemies as easily as Mark I did. Yeah, Starlight says it's a fucking club. It is. I really, really like this one. Just need to remember how it works.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna kill you!
Wait, this... Oh, I think... When I was remembering the big bulky weapon, I was, remembering one from the sequel. So, as you can see, its finishers have a considerably wider effective range than those of our first two weapons, which is really nice. Eclipse says it's a laser chandelier. Yeah, exactly. Love it. Oh! You blocked that? Well done, sir. So, it's just a little bit slower, but it just hammers through enemies' health, and those finishers allow it to just chop through entire crowds of enemies at a time, like, coincidentally. Whoa! He managed to block that with a kick. It's impressive. Oh, shoot! The down special just turns them, or the down finisher just turns them into pulp. Oh, fuck! Fucking camera got me again. I'm pretty sure this was also the case in the Wii, but we've touched on this before. The lock-on camera, especially in tandem with dodges in this game, is very, 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 wonky, unfortunately. Starlight says the right finisher animation sends their torsos flying. Yeah, and Eclipse says, yeah, Starlight, you should join the Discord if you're so inclined. A permanent link is available right here. And if you're interested in checking out more material from this community, I run a podcast every so often. Listen to me. We release episodes weekly. It is a gaming culture podcast hosted by myself and two far more experienced streamers with backgrounds in tech, Seth the Overwitch and Comrade Potato. We release new episodes every week, barring this week. We had to take the week off due to the fact that I was held up listening to a lecture remotely, but I had to attend a lecture that was being hosted out of UCL. So its combos are a lot slower. Its initial hit certainly isn't. But those subsequent hits just devastate enemies. So as long as the first attack connects, you're in shape. Oh god, this sword's a little bit harder to learn, but it just feels so good. Oh, that charge attack, yes.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
that feels so good. Look at this. Bam. Let's see if we can do this, just as a matter of personal pride. I know we've completed this mission before, but I do kind of want to put myself through the pace. Oh! God damn it! I'm sorry. That's awful. And yeah, Starlight says, yeah, the down kill is just pure vaporization. I love it. Tell you what, we're gonna leave that for now, because we've already done that mission, and I don't want to pull my hair out. Do want to keep going with the game, especially seeing as Assassin number 4 is one of my absolute favorites in the game.
Why you come here, Southwaiter man?
Let's see what they've got for us today. Graffiti cleaning. Okay. We should be able to handle this.
To subscribe and desktop.
Okay, our client should be not too far, I wouldn't expect. If this is anything like the trash collecting minigame, just running around, interacting with as many waypoints as we possibly can within time, I think we're going to do pretty well here. Clip says yes, because we'd never want to pull our hair out at a game. Yeah, right? Which reminds me, at some point in the near future, I'm gonna have to play through the Sekiro Game of the Year Edition's boss rush modes for you guys. I bet that's going to make for a couple very fun late evening streams. Alright, just erase the graffiti. That sounds easy enough. Oh, and it's all helpfully marked on our minimap. Great. Good. Apologies for the sound of control sticks just flying in the background, but such is where we're at. This is taking me back to those good old Nintendo 64 Mario Party mini-games. You know, the ones that coupled with the control stick would actually destroy the skin on people's palms? Despite mainly being in this for the assassinations and the money, and sex, unfortunately, Travis is actually kind of a master of all trades, isn't he? He's very fast and very proficient at a number of different trades. He's a regular Renaissance man of a sort. And let's remember, we're earning 2K per tag cleaned. So this one isn't just going to be raking it in, but we should make a fair amount of money. Clip says, I like how he flourishes the broom like the cocky ass he is. Oh yeah, of course. For all his faults, Travis is very stylish with all his animations. Very good. Oh, it looks like there may only be 10 tags, and we're about to clear them all. Well, alright then. Getting the sprint from Lovikov really helps your performance in these mini games where you're restricted to on-foot locomotion. There we go. That's got to be a gold then, since we cleared every tag, right? And we get 20k, which isn't bad, but certainly isn't much at this stage of the game either. And this is going to drop us off back at K Entertainment. Let's see what they've got for us today. Clip says, woo, gold. Yeah. We've never failed to get a gold on one of those missions. We have, however, failed to get golds on several of the assassination missions. But first things first, I spy a brand new survival mission. Over at the beach, probably, right? Versus Holly Summers' unit of the Santa Destroy National Guard. Alright, let's whip out our kanabo and see if we can manage this. Just fair warning, these survival stages have never been super easy for me. But they're so worth it once we manage to clear them because they pay out in a really significant way. This is where we get the money we need. Please God tell me none of them are gonna have guns. Whoa!
Go! You're a go!
Whoa.
Go!
Okay. So these guys have some pretty significant health. There we go. Oh, some of them do have guns. Cripes. Let's try to pull them very carefully. Even with the kanabo, they're taking a ridiculous amount of punishment. Oh, yeah, there's that finisher we were talking about. So they're teaming up, or pairing up these bulkier soldiers with survival shovels with gunmen. Whoa! Nice Now I suppose to finish us, we've got two soldiers with blades. Oh! Piss! He had one of the heavy swords. Of course he did. I couldn't tell the shade against the sand. But there's one with a lighter blade, it looks like, and the other one has a heavy blade. Damn it. Eclipse says, wait, he shot his gun sideways? That's a kill shot. How did you survive? Fortunately, once firearm-wielding enemies start firing their guns in these games, they don't really adjust their aim until they stop, with the exception, I think, of some bosses. Okay. Keep this nice and measured. There we go. Yeah, use a quick step to open up the weapon. Your gun just manifested out of thin airs. I call shenanigans. They do love their special unblockable attacks, don't they? Oh, at least we can charge our gun. Fucking hell! We can charge our beam katana up very, very quickly. Oh, sorry guys, we'll get this. The money is worth it. The money is always worth it here. I appreciate that, Eclipse. We're gonna get this. And this is basically my equivalent of one of your challenges. I mean, I can't take a single hit here. What? Really? Even though I was hit during, like, a special animation. Okay, yeah, sure. Thankfully, the sequel does not have quite as many of these, I don't think. May not have any at all, in fact. I think it has a different type of combat-based side mission. This is, honestly, probably not the best sword for these. Tsubaki Mark I probably is, for the time being. But I'm stubborn, and I want to learn our way around this one. That's more like it.
Yes, you are good.
Fuck! God damn it! Just gonna have to calm down and focus on quick steps. That's the only reliable way to get through these. Eclipse says you kind of got to be stubborn to play Souls games a lot. That's true. That is definitely true, or at least to learn them. Okay, let's try this again.
2, 1.
Every time they open with the fucking tackle. And it's got some surprising range on it too. Now normally in moment-to-moment gameplay that attack does nothing at all, but here of course. I do wish we could skip through the lengthy like beam katana animation, but okay. Let's try that one more time. Better. What the shit? One of our blows just knocked him out of effective range that time. Okay. I give up on trying to be fancy. We are using quick steps like exclusively here. Can we quick step enemies with firearms? I think we can. Let's try it again.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Okay. That's more like it. I love how we don't even attempt to like run them through for our down finisher now. We just ram the bleeding sword straight into them. Bludgeon them with it. Oh no. There we go. Trying to wait until he reloaded, which would definitely give us an opening, but that works too.
You're so lame.
Come on. There we go.
Yeah. He's over here. You're so lame.
Oh god, dude, stop retreating. Oh, shit! He got out of the stun, or not stun animation, he stopped, like, stalling in the middle of the sand just the second before our attack would have connected. God, fucking damn it! Eclipse says the way he holds his weapon before it extends makes me think he's gonna Darth Maul us with a double blade. Oh, that'd be cool. I think we do see a beam katana like that in the sequel. We don't get to use it, however. I don't think.
Hey, he's over here! My spleen!
There we go, we got us a spleen. That's what I'm talking about.
You're so lame.
Just what I needed.
What a pain! My spleen!
Ooh, 2 spleens. It's suddenly become a very good night.
You're a joke! My spleen! Don't hit! Yeah! My spleen! You're so lame.
There we go, yeah, let's start kiting him toward the entrance of the beach. Perfect.
What a pain! Now,
it's just this guy and the submachine gunner between us and the beam katana.
Yeah!
Nice.
You're so lame. Hey, you! Eat your ass!
No, 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 no.
I'll get you in the nuts! Hey, you! I'll beat you! I'll get you in the nuts! Hey, you! Hey, you! I'll beat you! I'll get you in the nuts! I'll get you in the nuts!
Oh, shit! God, fucking damn it! Christ! Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, we're probably going to have to move very intentionally to kite one of those guys at a time. There's no way my charged attacks will knock them down long enough to open them up for a finisher. I think enemies may have to be at a certain health threshold relative to their toughness in order to be open to the finisher too, so dunno. There we go.
You're a go.
Okay, now let's take out the shovel-wielding enemies, or the melee enemies, one at a time, and then start kiting the shooters away from the others. Really? Okay, let's not run that far. Well, at least once they're in retreat mode, they're effectively helpless until they generate distance between us again. Alright, bring it on. We've got the melee enemies, the shovel wielders at least, down for the most part.
Get over here!
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. These missions, at the very least, do force you to appreciate the complexities of even routine combat once you've got a pretty powerful character build.
You're a joke!
Okay, can we kite them one at a time?
He's over here!
Yes, we can. Oh, but he's going to force us to kite both of them. Of
I'll get
course.
you in the nuts!
Oh, at least we can still mess him up.
I'll get you in the nuts!
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Okay. There we go. Let's see how much cash we get for that. We don't get medals for those, thankfully, so they're just pass-fail. Thank you, Eclipse. Appreciate it, man. 60k. Alright. Yeah, that's worth it. That's good. That is some good stuff. I want to say there's only one or two more of those in the game, but I could be wrong. Now we can head on over to K Entertainment and pursue the next assassin gigs. Which we're gonna need, because good God, we earned practically no money from Let Shake's chapter. And these suckers do only continue to get more expensive as time goes on. Okay, they should have 2 or 3 more jobs for us.
Travis, welcome.
3 more. Nice. Okay, so we've got another round of that god-awful baseball minigame that doesn't work properly in this version, so we're going to go do that, just to say we did. And it gives us 7k per opponent, so we can expect to get anywhere from like, or at or around probably 35k from this, which is something, you know, every little bit helps. Now let's just hoof it down the street. Really do appreciate the turbo function on the Spieltaiga. Starlight says, well, if you use Joy-Cons, the baseball minigame works just fine. So the motion controls for that minigame still work. Yes, they were ported as well. That's good to know. I do not have Joy-Cons here, so we're kind of SOL there, but that's alright. That's good to know. That's good to know. I was about to say, I remembered it being much easier. I guess I could try just swinging the Pro Controller about. Nope, doesn't recognize it. Okay. Oh, damn it. Wow, I'm sucking, but that's okay. One enemy. Alright, you know what? Whatever. No metal, nothing like that, just 7,500 LBs. That's alright, or 7,000. That's okay. We do have 2 pretty damn good missions waiting for us back at K Entertainment, though, so we're going to prioritize those next. And then I think we're ready for, rank 4. Which also does something a little bit subversive, with its, mission structure, but we do get a proper boss battle and a really, really good one at that at the end. Oh, while we're at it, why don't we stop by Area 51? It's been a couple chapters. I am curious to see if they've got any new jackets. Eclipse says, I had an idea for an alternate universe of Spyro where Cinder, the antagonist from The Legend of Spyro in New Beginning, yeah, I'm familiar with the character, wielded a double blade where each edge had a different stolen element of Spyro's. And her boss fight would be breaking 4 other swords that circled around her and acted as ranged attacks. Each one you broke, you got an element back which you could use to counter her main blade. Oh, I see. Kind of like what I want to say his name is, or its name is Yomi's fight in, Okami. Yami. Okay, so we've got a pretty nice looking black jacket. Is it worth our money, though? Not right now. No. Because in that fight, or at the outset of that fight, you lose all of the, techniques, all of the, you know, ink brush abilities that you'd come to rely on over the course of the game, and you have to gradually regain them by dealing damage to the boss, across multiple phases. It's really good stuff.
Travis, welcome.
Okay, what are these other 2 you got for us? Kill with wrestling moves only at the beach. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This one's going to be all about stunning and slamming, just like the mission at the baseball stadium. Or that took place in the actual stadium itself. Okay, let's just hop onto the Spieltaiga, and off we go. Whoa, Lord Almighty. I will get good at controlling this game eventually, I promise. I promise nothing. We'll get there. Whoa. I thought I saw a dumpster, but we've cleared out everything in this area of the map, I'm pretty sure. By now. Okay, we crashed into a park bench. That's alright, though. We can still leg it on over here, manually. And prepare to make an absurd amount of money. These late-game assassination gigs give you just a ridiculous payout. Provided you do well, of course. Let's draw our sword that we won't be using at all. Oh, and we're up against the baseball team once again. Alright, sure. There we go. Good old quick step proves pretty helpful, even here. Oh god, one of them's got a gun.
I'll mess you up good.
Good. Good. Okay, we can handle these guys now. Slam, slam, slam. Thank God we have that increased grab range to make this just a little bit easier on ourselves. Look at that weapon we're lugging around now. It's just insane. Oh, we've also got increased melee range. We were able to kick that guy in the face from like 6 feet away. Good, and slam. Whoa, whoa, easy, easy. There we go. I was about to say everybody's stunned. Who's gonna be the tennis player? Or are there more baseballers out on the field? Oh, and pile driver, perfect. Ooh, Lord, that's gotta hurt. Oh no, there's more. Looks like 5 more, maybe? 4 more. These have purple caps for some reason. First time we've seen those, I want to say. Very acrobatic for, like, middle-aged baseball players, aren't they? Whoa, lordy, one of them's got newsy. Eclipse says, kind of, yeah, in the actual game, A New Beginning, she's using the guardians of those 4 elements to power crystals. This makes it a bit more personal, and I was adapting her into the original Spyro series, where there's a fair bit of tech involved. That there is, especially in Spyro 2 and 3. Basically, I made her born without an element due to exposure to dark magic, but she uses the weapons to steal them. She's not the big bad, she's basically their dragon, pun intended. As is the case in the, or that is the case in the trilogy, I believe. Does the dirty work, but unlike the actual game, has her own agenda. Okay. Sounds cool, man. Might want to write some of that up in, like, I don't know, either fanfic format or convert it to a game or something. And Eclipse says, I love how you tombstone pile driver like it's nothing. Well, in a past life, like years before this game took place, Travis was trained by an actual professional wrestler, a luchador specifically. So he knows his wrestling inside and out. It's not often to, you know, go anywhere in life, but he knows how to do it. Now, one more mission back at the talent agency. A pretty simple one, I think.
Hello, Travis.
I want to say in the original game, Heavenly Star would be playing in this and many other storefronts, but we're just going to have to do without it. Okay, head underground, 5k per kill. We can do this. Just a standard brawl then. Against Let Shake's minions, maybe? Eclipse says, I think that might be the next thing I do. Polish off the final third of A New Beginning to get it off my list. Right on! And Starlight says, actually, this place had its own theme. Really? Did they scrap that for the port as well? Because I don't remember, like, the Odd Job theme playing in the entertainment, or the talent agency. Such a strange thing to think about, isn't it? Like, now with... Oh no, Starlight says no, it was purely accidental. Okay. With so many games being re-released and remastered and what have you, and so many of them anymore as bigger budget productions, incorporating, you know, outside licensed media, as those licenses expire, the ports or remakes have to adjust the base material. That's crazy. Like, I know the GTA games routinely, like when they either port or re-release like games that came out years and years ago, they have to start throwing out a great deal of the game soundtrack or replacing it because they're licensing for a lot of the in-game radio playlists. Well, expires. GTA 4, they had to toss a ton of stuff. Okay, and we're fighting through the subway here. This ought to be fun. I quite enjoy the subway as an arena, actually. Narrow, linear, right up my alley. And right up the Tsubaki Mark II's alley. Bunny, hey Bunny! She says, I'm extremely late, how's it going? No worries. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, this is easy. Compared to the last couple of missions we played, this is quite easy. Maybe just a good way to farm some LB dollars. Oh my god, the melee in the mixed with the horizontal combo is just a straight up drop kick. That's so sick. Well, that appears to be the most difficult enemy we'll have to fight here, the beam wielder. Son, I just came from a survival mission. You guys are nothing. Oh no, we're not done? Oh no, we are. Never mind. Never mind. So that's gonna be 50k. Yeah, that is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now, as awesome as the Tsubaki Mark II is, we're actually not going to be using it for all that long. I want to say we'll be replacing it after just 2 more ranking battles. And we won't get to use it too terribly much outside of side missions on the way to the next boss battle. We will get to use it quite a lot en route to the 3rd, however. So I guess I'm saying enjoy our time with our light fixture while it lasts. Now back to the good old ATM. And let's get ready for what may actually be my favorite fight in the game. Aesthetically, at any rate. How much cash are we gonna have left over? As long as it's like above 300k, I'll be happy. Just over 300k. But, phew, we've got enough. We've got enough to, make it to rank 3 without a ton of grinding. Fingers crossed.
Travis, the next rank is 4th.
Who is it? But come to think of it, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I am sending you a ticket for a show. Look nice. Let's go together. Number 4 will be there.
A show? Wait, this is a date, right?
Something like that. Why else would I be getting an oil rub?
What? What did you say? Someone's rubbing you down?
I'll see you later.
Just a reminder, Travis is a loser, and kind of awful. The game makes sure to remind you of that very frequently, just in case you forget. Real quick, let's pop back to the closet and swap out the graphic tee for something a bit plainer. And yes, we are in fact taking in a show before this next ranking battle, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Not gonna lie, I absolutely adore everything about this next stage. it deviates from the formula in a really fun way. Oh, hello. We get a little bit more extra context. Dear Travis, you know what do you know what that is? It's a platinum ticket, reserved seating. Go and give the performance of your life. You can do this. Yep, so we're heading out of town to journey to a big city, which big city is never specified, for a very, very special performance. But since we're heading out of town, that means we have to head back to the subway station. Let's kick this sucker into high gear, and I think we can just make it to the subway station in what is almost a completely straight shot. Oh, get ready, kids. This is one of the good ones. This is one of the really, really amazing ones. No More Heroes 2 is quite generally an improvement in quality across the board. Most of its bosses could qualify as the really good one. A couple of them also qualify as just back-breakingly difficult. Look forward to that. Here we go!
Let's see what you're made of, country boy.
I love these intro screens, or these splash screens for the villains. Build them up just a little. So yeah, our antagonist this time around does not use an alias. His name is Harvey Moisowicz Wolodarski. And he has a very unique fighting style and gimmick. And yeah, we're just fighting our way through the subway gang again. The same guys who antagonized us on our way to Destroy Man's studio. So, suffice it to say, Travis is a little overpowered for this. Not like I'm complaining.
Yes.
You're about to get dark.
There we go. Clip says overpowered is fun. Oh man, you don't know that. This feels amazing.
You're so lame. What a hate!
There's really not much to say about this particular leg of the stage. We just have to hack our way through the entire platform. Really? Now they've got friggin' guns. Something they did not have when we ran into them en route to Bearheart Studios. Nope, we got a spleen. There we go. Oh god, no, no, no. One of them has an Uzi. And good night. Very nice. But futile.
Hey, he's over here!
Whoa, 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 camera, no. Camera, why? So, this is how at least No More Heroes 1 likes to introduce late game difficulty. Jesus Christ, I have no idea what I did there. Maybe some kind of parry or what have you? Just introducing enemies with, stance disrupting firearms into just about every Mosaic encounter.
Hey, you! I'll beat you!
Nice. There we go. Tsubaki Mark II deals so much damage it'll even eviscerate these guys, who are, like, the most powerful standard enemies in the game. I want to say, the Dark Violet Beam Katana wielders. Now our subways come in, and it's time for the subversive segment of the chapter. Get ready for this. So, I believe, yeah, we're not under attack here like we were during Destroy Man's chapter, so we just have a very peaceful ride to our destination. Travis falls asleep, and, he has a dream. He has a dream of an old-school Japanese shoot-'em-up, based around, a giant robot that he wishes he owned. This is an actual thing we're doing, and I love it. So the Glastonbury, this mech here, has two basic maneuvers. You can fire this little rapid laser, this kind of Vulcan cannon thing, and you can shoot. Or, sorry, you can slash with your sword. Of course you can shoot. We can earn money from getting, like, a certain score in this, I believe. We've not taken a hit so far. That's something I can be proud of. I love shmups, but I've never been particularly good at them. Eclipse says you're shooting down Captain America spaceships? Yeah, I suppose so. Oh wait, that's right. If we slice through these blue rounds, we can build up our special laser. Oh, we got twin lasers now. You already know what it is. Oh god. Oh, damn it, we die in a single hit. That is not great. There we go. Use one of those screen clearing finishers. Why not? Oh, damn it all. Yeah, we're continuing. Screw it. As I said, never have been great at these games, but I always have a good time with them. I don't know when we reach the end. There is, like, an ultimate boss battle, I do remember that. Oh, and here it comes. Without any upgrades, oh no. And we get an awesome digitized version of the No More Heroes theme, I love this. Oh, god. So it's this thing. Okay. Okay, start charging up our super because that clears all enemy fire from the screen. Very nice. Looks like we could just cheese this now. Here we go again. Oh, shoot. Oh, I rammed into it that time. That was on me. Are we good, though? Are we good? Got it. Eclipse says, games within games are so fun. It's a nice attention to detail. Yes, yes they are, especially when they're well designed. And even though I'm, again, not great at that one, I would say it's very well designed. Kind of reminds me of the, weird little space shooter from, was it WarioWare? We'll go ahead and save our score. I think there is a way to replay that if you're interested, but we won't be for the time being, because, it's already boss battle time. Another short chapter, but one that mixes it up in a way that I find far more amusing than Chapter 5's, or Rank 5's, take on, subversion.
Sweet.
Should have 2 more cards to collect in here.
Come on. You can do this. You're almost to the next ranked fight. Winners proceed to the 4th rank. Losers will also proceed to the 8th circle of hell. But you and I, Travis, we are going to paradise together. Take me by the hand and show me a world of drama and passion, one that I have never known before. But be sure to hit the bathroom first. As soon as you are ready, come for me. Don't leave me waiting. Today, little Sylvia has done herself up quite well, I must say. My skin is so silky and smooth. This, quote, charisma makeup artiste from Japan gave me, like, the most incredible color gradation ever. I really hate how she says, dondaki, like some stupid bimbo. And will you look at that? Today you are going to win with 2,000% certainty. One hot night together, you and me, coming right up. A promise is a promise. Trust your force, Travis, and head for the Garden of Madness.
As usual, Sylvia's calls don't really tell us much about what's ahead of us. They just kind of fill time, but that's alright.
Yes.
Oh, you'll notice that we also didn't get one of our masks before the last boss fight. Indicating, or lack thereof. We only get these suckers before actual bosses. We'll go ahead and drop a save, as always. Yeah, this is what we want to overwrite. Bow and Arrow Station. Again, no indication where we are, just a slightly more developed area than Santa Destroy. Also have no idea how long we were out on board the subway, so like how far away we are. Let's top off our health. We might need it for this.
Yes.
Time to learn a new suplex. Always love these. Travis, you've become a masterful pro wrestler. I think I'll book a match for you. But first, a super hard suplex. Remember Satan's Ferris wheel, the double arm suplex. Alright, yeah. Let's try it out on old Harvey. Oh, God, you guys, this is a good one. It combines several of my favorite aesthetics.
You are late, handsome. Hurry, the show's about to start.
What's with all the excitement?
It is not every day you get to watch a big fight from VIP seats. Of course I am excited, but I am most excited being...
Leave it to Travis to show up to like a black tie function in a leather jacket, a graphic tee, and jeans.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm packing heat, baby.
Oh God, he's the worst.
Wow.
Showtime! Yes, friends, our boss this time is a stage magician.
Welcome to Harvey Wolodarski's Magic Freak Show of the century. It'll be a killer night. So let's get started. It's showtime!
He is probably the nicest person we have to fight in this entire series until, well, near the end of the second game.
Quiet, quiet, please. What do you know? It's already time for the last program.
Eclipse says, well, it is a black tie function of murder. That's true.
You, ladies and gentlemen, are
But still, Travis, I love his stage costume. It's kind of reminiscent of something Siegfried and Roy would wear.
One of you lucky people will be chosen to be up here with me. Who's it gonna be?
He's also got a very special weapon.
You.
Well, Travis, this is your lucky night.
Me? They want me? Serious? You gotta be kidding.
Go get him, Tiger.
Come on, no need to be shy. Congratulations, you nasty little boy. Tell the audience your name.
Travis Touchdown. It's a good name, don't you think?
It's a fine name indeed.
Almost like everybody forgets why we're here. I love it.
My parents are dead.
Oops, touchy subject. A question that should not be touched upon.
That's okay. Really.
Eclipse says it's like if Elvis was in DDR. Yes, it is, actually. I love it.
Hold on to your hopes and don't give up, my nasty little boy.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
Travis just willingly surrendering as Harvey chains him down.
I was really looking forward to this. It's the last show, right?
Last show? Did I hear you right?
Oh, you heard me right. Harvey, you're gonna die tonight. Right here.
Great idea to antagonize him as you're bound. That's,
I hope you aren't being serious.
That's lovely, Travis.
We still have the main event to unveil.
Playtime is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! On to the grand
And these are his
finale.
weapons.
Now this is entertainment.
Beam canes. They look absolutely amazing.
It's killing time!
He's not very good with them, but they look amazing.
It's magic.
Now, if I recall, Harvey doesn't exactly have the most health. Oh, shit. Okay, we're just gonna have to run from that. Yeah, look, the Tsubaki Mark II is just chopping right through it.
Check it out!
Oh, shoot. Okay, we're gonna have to wait until after the spin. I have a feeling he's very vulnerable afterwards.
Check it out! It's magic. Check it out!
There we go. Oh, he stunned him for a second.
Check it out!
The doves are
Check it out!
basically a non-entity.
Hold it there! Don't change that dime!
No idea what he was going for there. Maybe his unique version of a grab attack. Oh, a thrust. So Harvey's greatest boon, kind of like Holly Summers, is an abundance of iframes.
Watch this!
He's not exactly the greatest hand-to-hand combatant in the world, but he's delightfully flashy. Okay, we're gonna have to run from that for a very long time. Here we go. Suplex. Satan's Ferris wheel. Love it.
It's magic. Welcome to the nightmare.
Oh, he inverted the camera. That's right. That's a thing that can happen. I still got my suplexes.
Welcome to the nightmare. Let's
Nope, you're not getting that off.
Watch this.
I believe if that attack lands, he, or if that, I guess, move executes, he,
Music. Begin.
oh no, he's going to do it. He's going to attempt to execute us via a magic trick. But we can escape. Eclipse says he's a Beyblade, and now we upside down.
Welcome
Yes.
to the nightmare.
But it seems like it's, to compensate for that, he's a little bit easier to wail on when the camera's inverted.
Look
Okay.
carefully.
We're gonna have to mash like there's no tomorrow to get out of this.
It's showtime!
I think we made it. Yeah! This fight is ridiculously hammy, and I love every second of it.
You're finished! Music, begin!
Again? Okay, yeah. Eclipse asks, why can't you just beam Katana the box? That is a very, very good question. I assume since he's also a Katana wielder, or after a fashion, he probably designed the box to be resilient.
Hold it there! Yes! Don't change that dying! Check it out! It's showtime! Music, begin!
Run from the spotlight. Run from the spotlight. Oh, come on, Arv. Just give it up.
It's magic! Watch this!
A couple more combos and he'll be down. There we go. He's finished. One more hit with the sword and he is down. And there we go, guys. Probably my favorite boss in the game down. I mean, his iterations on the base gameplay mechanics are simple, like just inverting the camera and controls, or replacing the standard grab or one-hit kill attack with an interactive little minigame. But it was fun. It was a fun fight with a lot of personality. Eclipse says, well, that was a performance. It certainly was. Let's see what we got. Rank S and Rank A on damage. That's very good. So we made quite a bit of money from this, but we're still gonna need to rank in even more. Or rake in even more in order to challenge rank 3. And afford all of our upgrades.
I would also like to thank you for coming this evening. As a result, Travis Touchdown is now ranked 4th place.
And the show will go on. I hope to see you all again soon.
And have a good night.
Absolutely absurd. I love this stage. Eclipse says then he just gets buzzsawed at the end. Yeah, it's probably as surreal as the game gets, this entire, like, fever dream sequence where we fight Harvey. There's a stranger boss, or 10, in No More Heroes 2, but that's about as quirky as we're gonna get for the remainder of the game. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But now I'm interested in chewing through all of this side content as quickly as we possibly can. And oh man, I forgot to watch the videotape for the suplex. That's alright. We can, after we save really quickly. I'm interested in doing the side content as quickly as possible so we can dive into the ranking 3 battle, which is a really interesting one, and allows us to actually let the Tsubaki Mark II really shine, which is suiting, as it's going to be its final appearance throughout the playthrough, I'm pretty sure. Immediately afterward, we get a superior replacement. Or can get a superior replacement, I should say.
Hi, this is Diane from Beefhead Videos. We're calling to let you know that the video you returned was a copy of one of our video titles. The Best of Raunchy Amateur Interviews 2? You didn't seem to copy the whole tape, though. It ended 2 minutes into the middle of the first interview. Anyway, please be sure to return the original tape you borrowed. Thank you.
Travis is addicted to porn. Do you get it? Have they made that clear yet? Is this bit getting old? No?
Please
require us.
Alright, then expect to hear it 2 or 3 more times before the end of the game. Alright, oh, we're gonna need 450 grand for the next one. Yikes. Okay, let's hurry up and watch our tape really quickly. Oh, and yeah, now we can play the Glastonbury game, again, if we so choose, on what looks like a stylized Nintendo 64 cartridge in the shape of the Pizza Hut logo. I am down for that. What are we going to learn from this one? The Power Bomb! Oh, hell yeah. That sounds perfect for us. And how many cards did we get? Did we just miss the one in Let Shake's territory? Yeah, we did. We missed the first card in Let Shakes, but we've got everybody else's. Very good. Very, very good. Well, folks, just a few bosses left in this fantastic little game. Then it's on to No More Heroes 2, which I will complete for the very first time on stream. Like I said, I made it about halfway through before my Wii started kind of acting up. So I'm really excited to play that with new and improved Switch controls for you guys. I know just about everything about the game, I've just not played like that back half of it myself, which is a shame because I've heard that has some of the best fights in the series. Can't wait for No More Heroes 3, by the way, which, speaking of, let me see if we've got any,
Travis, you couldn't have come over at a better time, huh? You're not gonna believe your eyes.
if we've got any news on that. One second. Do we have a release date for No More Heroes 3? Let's see. No, just at some point this year, apparently. Okay. It's going to feature, like, prominent characters from the other 3 entries in the series. And Starlight says nothing new, it's still just 2021 for now. I gotcha. Oh, no new video this time. That's great. That's something I don't have to spend money on. Does Dr. Naomi happen to have any new upgrades for us? Probably not, but I want to check anyway. Just becomes part of your routine, you know? Checking all of these businesses before we proceed into a new area.
Ah, it's you again.
Oh no, she does have new stuff for us. Power-up parts for the Tsubaki 2, making it even stronger. And something that will greatly increase the battery life of the Tsubaki Mark II.
You otaku.
Exactly what we need. An even stronger Tsubaki 2. Well, I say that. In reality, we're not going to need a particularly strong weapon during the next chapter at all. Absolutely any of our beam katanas would do the job just fine. Eclipse says stronger is always better. As long as stronger also isn't much slower, I would say you're right. And fortunately, the Tsubaki 2 is not much slower than the rest of our beam katanas. It is the most sluggish, but that's only relative. Definitely gonna go train with Thunder Ryu. After all, our strength is, well, over halfway to its max. Might as well take advantage of this then, and crank that baby up even further.
I know. You want that, right?
Okay, more bench presses and more squats. Each performed terribly, of course. Man, oh man, this just gets me thinking, though, how much more difficult training is in No More Heroes 2. It is extremely demanding. I mean, it's way more involved than this, which is a good thing. And these mini-games are more than a little on the easy side, so I appreciate them trying to iterate upon them, but woo-wee, is training in NMH2 going to be a chore? There we are. Time to do some squats, increase that vitality, let's do it. Now, the amount of resistance you receive on the bench press, I think, does increase with every repetition of the exercise, or every time we upgrade our strength. But the squats and curls never become any more difficult, I don't want to say.
Training is not over.
Now it's just over to the temp agency and then K Entertainment, and I think we're done. And all primed for the big time. Sorry I don't have too much to say during these open world segments, just there's... I think that's the second time I've crashed into that building. Not an awful lot to see or do in Santa Destroy once you've gathered most of the collectibles. And even then, that's just something of a rogue collectathon. Again, I am quite glad that they scrapped the open world, such as it is, for No More Heroes 2, and hope that a similar mechanic will not surface in the third proper entry. Or, if it does, that they flesh it out, as I believe they initially intended to do with this. Cliff says, except kick up some massive dust. Oh yeah, absolutely. This town is just filthy, apparently. It's in desperate need of a good scrubbing.
Why you come here, South Man?
Okay, what job we got now? Eclipse says if you're gonna have an open world, use it. Don't have it because potatoes. Right, exactly. Or just collectibles. Oh, here we go. We're going to be using some catnip to... Oh, Starlight says with the screenshots that have been shown, it definitely seems like the overworld is back in NMH3. Okay, well, I just hope there's more to it, then. I'll say that. I hope there's more to the game overall. I hope we have, even more stages than were present in No More Heroes 2. It sounds like they've got a really substantial budget relative to, like, the second game and certainly Travis Strikes Again, so I'm very hopeful. We're out to catch stray cats this time, because why not? Let's hop on the old Spieltage, and off we go. Now, I totally understand why the open world was in this game to begin with. It was a major selling point for, like, a game on the Wii, I believe. And this was just back in the day when every mature game, or M-rated game, needed to have some kind of, open world exploration element, no matter how poorly integrated. Not really a thing you see so much anymore, which I kind of appreciate. Games either integrate open worlds with purpose in mind, or they don't really use them at all.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, let's gather the cats. This is just a simple series of motion control prompts, or in this case, right stick prompts, that allow us to capture the cats. This is every bit as wholesome as the game ever gets. I love this. do it. There we go, that's 3. I think there might be 10 total together.
Meow.
Or maybe more. There we go.
Meow.
Meow.
This is oddly meditative, I have to say. Come on. There we go. Don't be fussy. There we go. Perfect.
Meow.
These are such interesting little changes of pace from the main game. Not entirely sure why you needed help to gather all the cats. They're all laying together like in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. Like they're just right out on the lawn.
Meow.
And don't seem to be particularly testy either.
Meow. Meow.
There we go. God knows where we're keeping all these cats. We don't have a giant cat bag like we did for the trash.
Meow.
Meow.
Come on. There we go.
Meow.
Some of them put up a little bit more resistance than the others. Seems like we'll need anywhere from 3 to maybe 6 successful prompts to capture a cat's attention. Come on. Hey, hey. Over here.
Meow. Meow.
There we go. Come on. Come on. Let's get one more.
7, 6, 5.
There we go. Perfect. Just enough time. Right on. Hey, Spanners. Welcome to the chat, man. Spanner says, I never did play No More Heroes, but I would like to get into it. Why are you chasing cats? Because this is part of a submission, like an odd job we need to complete in order to unlock assassination contracts for some reason that never gets properly explained. Apparently the owner of the temp agency is really good friends with or has connections over at the assassination bureau. And so, of course, we have things to do here.
Hello, Travis.
Let's see how many new gigs we unlocked. Oh, 3 more. No, 2 more. A struggle against all odds. Kill all targets. All other details will be a nice surprise. It's a secret. Okay, we'll go back there later. Kill as fast as you can. Enemies are armed with live ammo. Okay, so this is going to be a bunch of ranged enemies. Eclipse says Annie has connections with the local animal shelter. How do we know they're not one and the same? Spanner says completely unrelated, but they found the Jolly Roger Bay background source photo? Really? What is it? Folks are really digging deep into the Mario 64 source code, ain't they? Or source files, I suppose. Oh god, don't crash. Don't crash the Spiel Tiger. Oh, Spanner says it's in the Discord. Alright, 1 minute. I'm going to check it out just before I pop off to get a drink really quickly. As Lord knows I need one. Okay. Really quickly, let's see what we've got. Whoop. Oh, shoot. It's this beautiful mountain range. I dig it. Alright, 1 minute. Banner says if you ever have jammy Dodgers, don't put them in a fridge, because this is not going well for them. Are they becoming all soggy, or too firm, or what? Ah, thanks, Eclipse. Appreciate it, man. Alright, let's chop through these ranged specialists. We're on the subway, so we've got the kind of environment we want to go up against a bunch of ranged opponents. Narrow enclosed spaces. And using the upgraded power of the Tsubaki to just wreak havoc. There's another pistol that just materialized from the ether in someone's hands.
What a pain!
Spare says the jam was mad hard and it made the biscuit shatter. Oh god. I wasn't expecting the biscuits to be that brittle. I would have assumed the problem was with the jam.
You're a joke!
Let's see. Ain't a whole lot to this with the power of the upgraded Tsubaki 2 on by our side, is there? Seriously, look at how much damage this friggin' thing is dealing. It feels almost like it's been doubled. I mean, I know it hasn't, but that's certainly the feel I'm getting. Oh, shit. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, here we go. Here come the elites. You go down in 3 hits. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, we gotta end on the spleen. Yes. Yes, his spleen indeed. Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe I will end up liking this particular fully upgraded sword more than the final beam katana in the game. I don't know. I do not know. I just know that I love everything about that little mission we just completed. Wow. They're the dangerous ones, eh? Come on, Travis. Drive. There we go. We're almost back to K Entertainment to take on our last side mission of this particular interlude. Now, the last 2 ranking fights are going to be pretty costly, so we may actually have to grind a little bit for money, given, you know, we're also going to be paying for 1 more beam katana, I think, and upgrades.
Welcome.
Alright, gig 16. Or no, 15, sorry, we're doing the extreme fight now. The, special mystery mission. Alright, this is going to send us back to the subway station, I think. So all the way across town, once more. Here we go. Driving around town for some reason gives me those kind of charming but lackluster open world feels that Deadly Premonition would give you. If that makes any sense at all. Alright, let's see what they've got for us this time. It's going to be down in the subway again. Yep, figured as much. Alright, who are we up against this time?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, I see they inverted the controls. Which would be kind of tricky if we weren't using this ridiculously overpowered light fixture as our weapon. Ah, spleen indeed, friends. Spleen indeed. Goodness gracious, look at this stupid thing. I love it. I love the spleen. I love the spleen. It's my favorite organ now. Spanner says, oh, I have exams this weekend last. Turns out I got an 82 total in computer fundamentals course. Grade-wise, that's a first, which means I got the highest possible grade. Congratulations, man. That's amazing. And you're doing all this with all of your university experience so far, to speak of, being conducted remotely. And trust me, it's much harder to learn that way. Very impressive, man. I'm so happy for you. And hope you do something special to celebrate and treat yourself. Beyond getting kind of hard, brittle, jammy dodgers. And we conclude the fight the only way we possibly could, with somebody screaming about their spleen. And just like that, we have completed, I think, all the content that stands between us and, Assassin number 3. I think, yes we have. So, let's blitz on over to the ATM and unlock their battle. We're going to be leaving town for this next one as well, but we're not going to be taking the subway. Instead, we're going to be making use of one of Santa Destroy's many ostensibly functional bus services. Yay! And I think, for the first time yet, we'll need to cross the river to the north side of town to reach our actual destination. Let's dump this absurd amount of money in there, and back to the hotel. Oh! Sub 200k, that hurts so much to see, you've got no idea. We're gonna have to grind like there's no tomorrow for the next couple. Spanner says, I don't know what I could do to celebrate because we're still in lockdown. Order, like, your favorite meal from your favorite restaurant. Like, get takeout or something. That's what I would do. And in fact, what I may do tomorrow.
Is a witch. She lives in this abandoned place called Speed City.
A witch?
Travis?
Don't die, okay?
So yeah, we're off to fight a witch in an abandoned ruin called Speed City. This is one of the stranger ones. Oh, and we've got more mail. Dear Travis, here's a highway bus ticket. You know where the bus terminal is, right? Take the bus to meet the witch. She's got powerful magic, but you can kill her. Just come back alive. Oh, and Spanner says, oh, we already got a meal plan for this week. Oh, as part of uni, right? Oh, look, the cat's coming with us. Jean's tagging along for this one. Oh no, looks like we're not going to the north side. My bad. We're still just going to be digging around in the south side of town. To the bus station!
Fuck you little prick.
As you can imagine, the witch is something else. Our enemies this time, totally unrelated to her, I believe, are the Oxa. Who can, who, first off, are absolutely stylish. And, second of all, who can actually wreck our stuff, if we give them, the opportunity. They're pretty durable. Vanessa's gonna try paella this weekend, so that's cool. That it is. You're gonna have to let us know what you think of it. Yes. The clip says so stylish, very purple. Yeah, man, I want a suit in this exact shade. I guess the story tie-in here is the Yakuza use this bus company as a front, and we've got to like hack our way in order to obtain passage on one of their vessels.
You're a joke. What a pain!
But dangerous as they are, our quote-unquote sword is more dangerous yet. Spanner says, I do like me some purples. Yeah, I would totally rock these.
Yes.
Well, time to get on the bus. Oh, but the fight doesn't stop there. Now it's time for us to murder a clown car's worth of people on this bus. Eclipse says your Sortie Club chandelier combo. Yeah, the Tsubaki Mark II is just ridiculous. Yep, as it happens, the luggage rack was stuffed to the brim with Yakuza. Don't ask questions. Might as well be the game's tagline. No more heroes, don't ask questions.
I'm gonna kill you.
There we go. This will open them up. Yeah, baby.
You're a
Do you think that's all the Yakuza? Oh, of course not.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god. Okay, their range is a little iffy in this environment, but that's alright. Taking more hits than I like. Here we go.
On the short tank.
Oh, is that it? No! No! Now we're being attacked from a second bus. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yes.
Die.
Ooh! This is making my job a lot easier. And allowing us to just make mincemeat of these guys. No. Dodging is a little suspect in the bus, but that's alright because it's an interesting set piece. And yes, this is one of this chapter's 2 subversions of the standard formula. Oh, we're done. Ready for the boss fight already. Since we chopped through a couple dozen Yakuza inside of a couple minutes.
Win and rank 3 is yours. Lose and you're sitting on the devil's lap. Did you have any sweet dreams? If you didn't dream about me, I'll fucking kill you, I swear. If I ever hear you say another woman's name in your sleep, you'll wake up the next morning with your joystick missing. Got it? Anyway, make sure you go to the bathroom first. And when you are ready, step inside. Now, Travis, don't be getting any funny ideas. Things between you and I have not changed one bit. You are still a loser. Nothing can change that. Honestly, where do you think you're heading? There are legions of more powerful opponents out there. Never forget that. Keep your feet on the ground, your head out of the clouds, and a stiff upper lip. I am 3,602,600,218% certain you will die. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
Uh-huh. More gibberish as usual. There is a more coherent narrative in the second game, I promise you. We won't have total nonsense like that before every single boss fight, and I think most of the phone calls, when they exist, do give you information about the boss you're going to be fighting, which is a nice thing. So welcome to Speed City, an entire city that has been abandoned. It's like a complete derelict ruin. And Jean followed us all the way out here, somehow. So in this delightful little wreck of a place, we've just got a couple trading cards and our boss. Wait, is trading card 40 here? No. No, that must mean it's in the arena. Spanners asks, was that a French person? Absolutely incomprehensible. It was somebody going for a French accent. Let's drop a save really quickly. This fight also changes up the formula in a pretty interesting way. It's a lot of fun, though. Notice we also don't get a suplex this time. Which ought to be your first hint that something's up. There we go. Well, let's do this. Time to meet Speed Buster.
Stay back! This one's mine!
Hey, it's Thunder Ryu, inexplicably, along with his actual beam katana.
A cat? You frightened me for a second, kitty.
Master! I'm coming, Master!
Do not interfere! Don't do anything stupid! But I have nothing left to teach you! Then for the cup!
No, not a character we had next to no connection to. He is going to give us one really significant gift yet.
Why are all men so freaking ignorant? They never learn, no matter how old they get. They never
This is our boss, Speed Buster.
You are the third-ranked assassin? Bitch!
You were saying, Sonny?
I asked if you were ranked third.
What? What'd you say?
I said, are you the third-ranked assassin, Granny?
What? Say that again. See, I'm kind of hard of hearing. I can't hear much these days.
Are you ranked third?
Ah, this time I heard you. Yeah, I am. Okay.
Eclipse says, given that she's unloading a cannon at you, yes, look at this thing. It's a massive rail gun. A laser rail gun in the shape of a chicken's head.
They're killing you. Even if you had 9 lives, it wouldn't be enough. Oh, I just love losers who don't care for their own lives.
So, Speedbuster's fight's a little different. We absolutely cannot, take any blows from her cannon, and we're just going to have to charge our way up and find a way to destroy it. Tanner says, I've seen old people do weirder. And, Eclipse says, for the size of that bullet, 90 lives wouldn't be enough. No, they would not. Uh-oh. My bad. Gotta hammer the A button, and we take damage. But the beam katana weathered the blow for us.
I'm gonna kill you! Go! Go!
So I cannot take one more shot of that. She just totaled our health for that one shot. I thought this doorway would be enough, but no dice. She's got a pretty solid battle theme, though. I actually really like this fight as well. It's the game's only real instance of indirect combat. Unfortunately, we can see where the doors are on the menu. I do appreciate that. Poor Yakuza. Clip says the recoil on that thing should be sending her into orbit. Maybe it's got like the world's most advanced shock absorbers or something. Now I think our last trading card is actually somewhere in here. We may or may not get it. The clip says maybe, that might be true. That, or she does have actual magic. Spanner says, how's that old lady turning such a large gun? I have no idea. I have no idea what that thing even is, honestly. As you'd imagine, Speedbuster without the cannon has no way to defend herself whatsoever. She's not like a trained combatant. She just so happens to have a ridiculously powerful weapon. Like these doors take 2 blows to shatter. Oh, hey. There we go. Parry those fuckers. That's what I'm talking about. I'm usually not a fan of the just straight up generic rock themes we've gotten for a lot of this game's bosses, but this one is really tight. These parries are easier to get than I thought. Hold up. That might change the game right there. Woo! That was close. I just have to do this 1 or 2 more times.
Fuck you, you little...
She's just spending the entire fight firing this thing and cursing at us. There's our last trading card. Woo! That was close.
Yes. Fuck you, you little...
I will get caught up on chat in just a moment. Give me a second. Now we're able to run along behind the street to
Punk.
take care of just a couple last Yakuza. Like so, with the power of parrying. Guess Dark Souls taught me something after all. Many elites don't have that much health. And we reach this utility pole, which we can then chop down like so to, well, just watch. This is great. And with that, Speedbuster is completely helpless. Which is great, because there's a massive stretch of no man's land between us and her, without cover, that we could not have navigated otherwise. And that's it! Rank 3 fight done. Eclipse says it already defines the laws of space and is way bigger on the inside.
good boy.
Yeah.
Damn right. I'm an apprentice of the
The TARDIS
master.
became a chicken railgun.
He was a good man.
Spanner
and
says
I
the sound
hope one
effects
day
are loud. Yeah, they're
you'll be
probably
as
the
good as he
loudest
was.
SFX in the entire
A
game.
little present for you.
And the blast looks like the gun in Smash Brawl that turned people into
Farewell.
trophies. Yeah, Wario's
Good night.
gun, right? I think you're totally right. Eclipse says, okay, now I think cutting the barrel of her gun is a bit rubbing it in. Yeah, but it looks so cool, which is, as always, the purpose behind No More Heroes, like, as a franchise. And that is our third rank, over and done with. Couple things to gather here. Finally got a new heart container. We've got a barrier formed by the split barrel of the chicken cannon, and we've got Thunder Ryu's katana, which we can turn into Dr. Naomi to craft our final weapon. This is gonna be a really good one, you guys.
Congratulations, you are officially ranked 3rd.
Only 2 more to go.
It is really cool how they all die.
Alright guys, after this we've got just a couple bosses left in the game, and I want to say the interludes between missions will get much shorter. Now the one thing I will do between streams is travel around to try to gather up the rest of the Lovikov balls, just because you don't want to see me wandering around this totally empty open world any longer than we have to. I will, however, save the side missions and odd jobs for the stream. There won't be many more of them either. A quick reminder, I believe all we have to do to unlock the special bonus boss is purchase and upgrade every beam katana, so look forward to seeing us try out Thunder Ryu's model during the next stream. Spanners reiterates, it's really cool how they all die, sweet and to the point. Yeah, this game is definitely auteurish in its writing and its design. It's very strange, delightfully strange. Oh, hey, Starlight, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you, man. And hope you're doing well this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. As we dive a little bit deeper into No More Heroes. We're going to leave it
This is Diane from Beefhead Videos.
there, however.
Just a reminder for you to return one of our videos. It's titled 69 Techniques to Improve Your Lovemaking.
Porn. Travis watches
overdue by
porn
2 weeks.
frequently.
Return
Despite
it to us
being a world-class assassin, he has absolutely no prospects or redeeming features as a human being at this point. Do you get it? This is his characterization. This is characterization, right? This is how we do that, right? Okay. We need a cool $500,000 in order to unlock the next stage. And goodness gracious, that's going to take me a while to gather. But we will leave it there. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Whether you've been following along as part of our live audience on twitch.tv or you're catching this after the fact over on YouTube as a VOD. Had to remember which site we upload the VODs to. I greatly appreciate you and your patronage this evening. I hope you had as good of a time as I did playing through No More Heroes. We've got one more stream in us, and it's going to have us going up against 3 very, very special and kind of tricky bosses. We haven't died so far in this playthrough, but if we're going to, it'll be to either number 1 or the bonus boss. So if you want to see what this game looks like at quote-unquote high levels of play, or with challenges that require relatively high levels of skill, be sure to come back hopefully sometime tomorrow for the conclusion. If we don't hit you with that tomorrow, it will be live on Friday, alright? Until then, thank you all once again. Have a wonderful rest of your night. This is Brady the Overanalyst. Take care. Bye-bye.